All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say tablet and pen time. Okay, get out that tablet, get the pen ready to begin. Some of you know me, some of you don't. Let's get to know each other. Let's understand something. I'm online literally 6 days a week. If you bought a book from me at any given time, I'm going to read you the book. I will not allow you to get anything or product with me unless I hold your hand personally. That's what I believe. I believe a lot of you have wasted money all over the place. All right, you watch the circus and the clowns going blah, blah, blah. and they don't back it up and hold your hand. I think that's a mistake. But I've also, all right, taught people division process over 50 million people so far. I have 37 millionaire clients and 39 billionaires now. I'm also the incorporated for Rich and Famous in a couple of presidents of the United States of America. So we got the way to play the game to win. The ultimate goes up to you. Today, we're going to show you something on the screen, and I want you to set your goals, and I want you to fight through the pain. It's not easy. It's not easy. If you want a magic wand, I don't have one. Mine's bent and broken. It doesn't work. Okay, even wobbles. Okay, so understand something. If you want something that's quick and easy, it's not going to happen. You're looking at 3 months to 6 months to get your life on track. Some of you might be slow, it might be 9 months. But again, if you had your act together, we can get you there right away if you want to. But again, what do we need to do? We need to fight through the pain. As they put this on the screen, it'll show you about what's goal setting and fighting through the pain. What is simple? I'm going to tell you how I believe and then what I believe in me. Okay, I'm going to say God, family, money. And that's how it is. God, family, money. So it's like there's some questions for you. It says no sound on TikTok. Okay, it's fixed, I guess. Okay, so guess what? If you don't have any sound, tell us again and again. All right, so as we play this game to win. Are we all good? Good, good, good. Here's Renee saying good. Fantastic. All right, so the main thing we have to focus on, and I'll repeat myself because I didn't realize you didn't have any sound, is you got to get to know me. I will not help you ever unless you get to know me. Simple. I'm not going to let you down. The reality is anything I ever set up, you're stuck with me. That means if I wrote you a book or sold you a book or whatever process, no matter if my team helps you, you're still stuck with me. I'm online 6 days a week. 6 days a week helping people. All right. I feel bad if you bought something and didn't help you. That's just how I do things for me. It makes sense. So it is always God, family, money. God, family, money. So when we look on the screen here and we see goal setting, it's like fighting through the pain. We all get knocked down. We all get knocked down. And it happens to all of us. We're going to get our asses kicked. We get knocked down 1,000 times. You get up 1,001. That's what you have to do. It's not easy. Let's understand. If you want easy, that's not me. Take a picture, please. Take a picture of that, not me. I want you to understand something right now, okay? This is auto income. Auto income is something I want you to focus on. This is what I did over the years, and I had some fun at the same time. See, business is a pain in the ass chat. And unfortunately, you're following what I call the circus and the clowns out there going blah, blah, blah every day. I don't like it. I'm new to social media, by the way. This is my 7th week as of today. What does that mean? I write checks for hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars all the time. Radio and TV, been out there for 50 years. I was the 2nd largest advertiser in California for 32 years. But my events are on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I like to help people and have fun. I was bored. So the reason I was bored is what? I want to keep busy. So what do we got to do? That is your future. Auto income is your future. You can do what you're doing today. That's fantastic. Do what you do. Make your money. Do all that. I think you don't have the structure. That's your problem. 97% of businesses fail in the first 3 to 5 years. Structure builds finance, builds dreams. Write it down. Structure builds finance and builds what? Dreams. If I have the structure, I can protect my family. If I have the structure, I don't have to pay as much tax. If I learn to do tax balancing, I don't have to pay much tax. Again, your problem, you want something quick, some of you. I want it now, now, now. Not going to happen. My magic wand doesn't work. If you want to structure yourself correctly today, you listen, you learn, you spend the whole time with me, and you follow through. It's that simple. I wanted to teach you what I created as auto income years ago. What do? This is live. Every class I do is live right now. It has been for 49 years. Because I want to answer your question if you get stuck. I don't want you stuck. Because I think being stuck sucks. When you need one answer to a question and that person said they're going to help you and they let you down, how does it feel? You feel like you got ripped off. Some of you, let's say you have 20 years old, maybe some of you. Usually you're 35 to 75. You've had a friend and family member rip you off. You've been knocked down. You screwed up. Congratulations, you screwed up. You got choices. In the beginning, I'll say no pictures or recording because it's a waste of time. What do we look at? Very simple. All right, I want you to focus today on winning the game of business. Now, you're going to learn about my life story a little bit today. How I got born in a friggin' taxi and they threw me in a trash can outside Gardena Hospital and didn't want me. That's just life. Then they were at the hospital calling back, they had to pick me up. Then I got to be Mrs. Hope the She Devil from hell. So I came from hell and back. But I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old. I wanted out of hell. My first series that I actually put out to the world to help them was very simple. It was 1976. Before a lot of you were born, 1976. Now we're going to understand something. I'm going to go to the board. Every time I go to the board and write, you write. God made us have our brains and our eyes and our ears and body to work, right? If you want to record something, you write it down. You're going to write down the word bank right here. Banks. Okay? Why? I need you to relate to banks. They bankrupt 22,000 locations last year. Banks have branch numbers. Okay? This is going to affect your whole life, by the way. So you're going to have to get to the understanding what I'm trying to get to you in your brain. You see, today, you get a paycheck and you're taxed and you're pissed off because you paid tax before you got your damn money. Then everything you touch is taxed again and again. The reality is you have to understand how to play and win the game of business. So if banks, last year, bankrupt 22,000 locations. These are branch numbers. They fought a bankruptcy, okay? A bankruptcy. That is called a BK. In the 1700s, we had debtor's prison. We have the Federal Protection Act bankruptcy code. Simple. Well, you have 50 states. They got 50 corporations. Every state's a corporation, so is every city. They have actually bankrupted 11 cities so far. But they so smart, they designed something called a Chapter 9 bankruptcy for cities. See, I don't think most of you paid attention. I think you're fighting life. You're getting your paycheck. You're paying too much tax. You're pissed off. Your friend, family member knocked you down, and you don't know what the hell you're doing anyway, in my case, in your case. That's just my opinion. But the reality is, let's see if I'm right today. Your choice is very simple, okay? This is a corporate umbrella, okay? This is the way in 1984 I did it too. Now, your goal is to do one of these. Why? Let's understand something today. The IRS, you can't get away from them, okay? Everybody's talking about don't pay tax, blah, blah, blah. You need a trust, you need the LLCs, you need blah, blah, blah. A lot of that's crap. You're stuck. You're all stuck. You got your 5 LLCs, you don't know what you're doing. Sorry. You got a C Corp, S Corp, you know what you're doing. You're not making money enough to keep, it's called auto income. Okay, it's very simple. I want to play and I want you to teach you what I know. I know how to get to millions and billions. That's what I did. You want to learn? You listen, you follow through. The banks are doing tax balancing. Banks are doing tax balancing with the IRS. That's simple. If we understand tax balancing, we won't have to pay as much tax. Now, on this side of the board, I'm going to write, I would like you to write too. Understand something. You're going to write down SS5. Okay? You or mommy sign the SS5 form. You have no choice. Our government controls what we do, like it or not, but the difference is going to be listening and learning how to play the game to win. So if you get a paycheck today, before you get your check, that company deducted the taxes, all right, state or federal government, whatever state you're in, and the IRS got their money first. You got the leftover. That sucks. Then you go, everything's taxed again and again. So we were a little pissed off. But the problem is you are the problem because your paycheck is taxed. So we look at SS5 equals SSN. We all have one. We have an SSN. It's in your purse or wallet right now. Somebody signed that form, probably you or mommy. You had to. You had no choice. It's like mine, when I did mine, I was told to get in line like a sheep and a duck. Turned in the form. I asked one question. Are you the IRS? The lady goes, what? I said, the form says SS5. Are you the IRS? She couldn't answer the question, so she called her manager, and he was just as dumb as she was. But that's just my opinion back then, too. So understand something. The form that we signed, mommy signed, And the difference is basically what happened in Nixon took the gold standard out. August in 71, Nixon took the gold standard out. From that day forward, this is no longer money. This is a Federal Reserve note. It's a legal tender. So what happens is you have to realize that we are monitored, bonded up to $35 million apiece. Someone's on that form. Was it you or mommy? It's federally mandated at the hospital now. Simple. So the SSN, all right, and the SS5 are connected. We write down equals 1040 tax return. See, this is what you have to understand. This is them connecting the dots and not explaining anything to you. If you understand function and basically structure, you can build finance in the dream. Your paycheck's taxed. Do you need $64.20 as a paycheck? Or do you need $10,000? $10,000. Not what you want. What do you need? I don't think most of you know your numbers. I think you're doing a half blanky blank job right now. Sorry, that's just my opinion. What does it take to pay the bills? That's what the goal should be. If you want to do tax balancing, your paycheck's taxed. How do you get any of it back? How do I get some of it back? Now, on social media, again, I'm new to it. Done it for 7 weeks. This is my 7th week. I have 19,000 plus followers. 19,422 it says. I'm trying to get to 25,000 followers by Monday. I'd like you to DM me. I want you to share this live with everybody. Because if you do, if they buy anything, I'll pay you $1,000 today. Up to 10% for everything you ever buy. So when you say, I don't have enough money, I knock it off. See, I don't like excuses. Excuses do not put food on the table. When I wrote the book called BS Doesn't Pay Your Bills, this is true. Your paycheck. Your paycheck. Your goal right now, how do I get any of my paycheck back? Well, you have to do tax balancing. Tax balancing. Same thing over here, tax balancing. Okay, what do we do? Okay, here's IRS. Once again, they're in charge. Like it or not, they're in charge. You have to do tax balancing. What paycheck do you need? How do you get any money back from your paycheck that was taxed? Unfortunately, the circus, you'll see some clowns out there that have $50 million properties and go, don't buy a house. I've never heard so much crap in my life. I don't get it. Your house payment for 24 years is all interest. If you want anything back from your paycheck, it'll be your house payment. That's property tax. Property tax pays for school, police, fire, and road. I use the road. I need the police. I need the fire. I need my kids to go to school, right? So be willing to pay some tax, okay? Because if you want everything free, it's not going to happen. This is tax balancing, all right? Your house payment. So don't listen to the clowns out there. Don't listen to the circus. And I have to make a serious decision because I never did social media before because I just write big checks and do radio and TV and have big events. It's just fun. Write a damn check. Why not? See, in 1976, winning the game business was out. Maybe you don't get it. I was 16 years old driving a Lamborghini. What the hell were you doing? I didn't go to high school. It'd be wasting my damn time. But I got sucked out of T-Week or junior high. I went to go to college at 14. So understand, the winning the game of business has been out there since 1976. And on page 6, paragraph 3, I wrote cash flow fee per time. I had a problem with that person too. And every time I turn around, someone's stealing my goodies. So let's play my way. Your way, sorry, I think it sucks. You have a choice here. Here's you. You're you. Let's say it's a husband or a wife, okay? Let's say you're married. So I have a husband, I have a wife, I have 2 yous. You became one. Congratulations. You're one. That's under God's eyes, okay? God's eyes, in my opinion. Your problem is you. You did not plan the problem, and you've got your assets kicked. It's ridiculous. Share this live with everybody. Ray Reynolds is now on basically TikTok and on social media for 7 weeks and having fun. I want to challenge every one of those ding-dongs. You don't buy a house, sell me the water. Hell, sell me the water. You couldn't if your life depend on it. I don't like double talk. Don't buy, but you have? What kind of crap is this? And Gary won't stop saying the F word because he's been doing it for so long. He's gotten used to it. I don't think he teaches a damn thing, in my opinion. But what do? You have a choice. This is 3 divisions of you. Write down divisions of me. Write it down. I want you to have 3 divisions of me. 3 divisions of me. You don't get it, do you? Divisions of me means you. You didn't plan the problem, and you had your assets kicked. And then you want to complain about tax and all the crap you do. Set yourself up right. It's not hard to do. Divisions of me. They have divisions. They have subsidiaries. They're doing tax planning. So could you. What's wrong with you? All right? You're the problem. Now, we're going to write down LLC here. Okay? And then someone's going, that's not a corporation. Yes, it is. Supreme Court, Chapter 18, I'll show you that today, said LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC is considered a legal person. It's on Secretary of State's website. It's right there. When they sue it, they sue you. I watched some things on the social media. Well, click here to get your LLC. It'll protect your family. No, it won't. What is these people, dumb? They sue an LLC. They sue you. I mean, you got to realize you walk around like a duck and a sheep. Every entity has one of these things. This is a book. It's bylaws in minutes. But an LLC has certificate of ownership. You're the managing member. It's in your possession. What's 9/10 of the law? I'm not here to be safe an attorney, but I'm explaining some common sense. It's on Secretary of State's website. They sue it. They sue you. Congratulations. You're a duck and a sheep. Bah, 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 quack, quack, quack. You see, you could learn to play if you want to, but I want to play my way. I don't like your way, okay? So we're going to say LLC. By the way, there are 9 types of LLCs. What kind you got? LLP, okay? See, when I ask you what kind you got, I go, I don't know. There's your excuse. S Corp, C Corp, nonprofit, okay? PC, professional corporations. These are the 6 entities the Supreme Court deemed to be a legal person. Every city is a corporation, so, it's like 50 corporations, 50 states, and cities are corporations. They planned the problem themselves. You didn't listen. They have a Chapter 9 bankruptcy for every city. You have 11 cities filed bankruptcy so far. See, your problem is you. Sorry to say, but it's true. You're going to draw a box right here. Right here. Okay? We're going to have 9 divisions. The problem you have is I created this in 1985. 85, that's me. I'm the creator and inventor of division process. Wake up, people. You got a choice. But the problem is you're not writing what I said to write now. Here's Mark. I don't know diddly squat, but I'm not going to pay attention because I'm a ding-dong. Put your feet down, Mark. Get off the damn table, write, and do what you're told to do. You don't like to be told what to do. But you said you want to get to millionaire, billionaire. Hell, I did. Why didn't you? What's wrong with you? But it's not my money. I'm not dumb enough to put something in my name. That doesn't mean you're dumb. That just means the way you're doing it, you're falling dumb. So I'd like you to write. I'd like you to do what I ask you to do. Very simple. I want you to have 9 divisions. There's 5, 6, 7. Here's 8. We'll put 9 over here. I want you to understand something, okay? We can basically understand we the people, our constitutional right, our Bill of Rights, and one of my theses was international constitutional law. I love the law. I love numbers. Numbers never lie, only people lie. I've been saying that for 40 plus years. This is a line of defense. This is a line of defense. This is a line of defense. Because you're going to have an what day? Week, month, or year? You didn't plan the problem. And you got your assets kicked. Oh, here we got Billy Bob. Billy Bob says he's an expert in real estate. He's got 3 houses. Oh, goody, 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 goody. And what happens when they sue one? They sue the LLC. They sue Billy Bob. Billy Bob's a duck and a sheep. Bah! Quack, quack, quack. Sorry, it's just the way it works. If somebody denies that and doesn't say it's the truth, let him play with me. I'll take him on. Knowledge to knowledge, any place in an open forum. My IQ's 203. I have total recall on most things, and I wrote some laws and bills and passed them. I don't like lies. Don't buy a house. Oh my God, what a circus clown. You understand something today. You are part of that probably 97% that don't make it. Let's change that. Let's turn around today and look at the Millionaires Founders Kit. Okay? What I created because I wanted to write books for dummies. Hey, I feel dumb when I do something new. I feel dumb. I feel out of place. I don't like change. I never have. But again, what happens is I had to create something that made sense. First series was what? Winning the game of business. Okay, no problem. The next thing was the Millionaires Founders Kit. I called it the blueprint for success, blueprint of success. And I got to remind certain people like Tony Robbins, quit using it because my attorney will sue you again. But again, that's how it works. Another one had to file bankruptcy because he used what? Cash flow fee per time. It's in my damn book when I was 15. I wrote it. So many silly people stealing goodies. You got a choice. This is a management company. A management company. Every property you ever have will be a division because I said so. I hope you're writing. I hope you're paying attention. I hope you change your life because today you're stuck. Every one of you are stuck looking for the next thing that can help you get where you want to go. By the way, it's me, like it or not. I'm the guy that can help you. 9 houses. That means 9 loans. That means 9 tenants you're trying to basically not slip, fall, and soon you screw you up. Ay. So we have to understand something today. How do we protect our family? How do we protect the dream? So you take a picture, you scan it. Now understand, writing big checks for years and years in California. For 32 years, I was the number 1 and second largest advertiser here, period. Okay, second largest advertiser. So when you have an excuse, I'll say, Bill or Billy Bob, stop it. All right, simple. Billy was on the ground. I repackaged him. He just did referral base. Referrals, you get 10%. You get $1,000. Would you like it today? Get rid of the excuses. I'm now on social media. And if I decide to basically tear it up pretty much, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put them all in check. I want the truth. Help the 97% of people that fail in 3 to 5 years. Help the people. Don't sell them the water. You can't sell me the water. What kind of joke is that? Now, house. You have a problem, husbands and wives. Here's the problem. From now on, your policy for you in your life is simple. God made us one. We do everything separate. Everything in finance is separate, flat out. Don't you ever buy a house together. That's called dumb. It's supposed to be escrow, close, homestead trust. One of you on the loan. Only one. It's that simple. One. Why one? Because I said so. Why one? You lose the house, the creditor or bank reports it to the IRS as a 1099-C. You both got your assets kicked. You didn't plan the problem. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarbrough, TW. My wife repeated it wrong last night when I was sleeping, trying to be funny. I trained Ken Yarbrough, which means he had to do what I told him to do. Oh, this card, 29% rule, write it down. You need to stick behind a card. Sticky. Your lack of discipline is why you bring the pain home. Your lack of knowledge is the same way. Lack of knowledge and discipline. There you go. You're stuck. You want the $1 million a month? You want $1 million? Do you want it? Hell, I got to a day. Why don't you? Again, house payment offsets your taxes. The only way I know humanly possible to get any money back from my damn paycheck is my house payment. And then you got some ding dong going, well, what if you have to fix it up? You can't close escrow unless you have a home warranty. So guess what? That's a bunch of BS too. House payment is the same thing as a lease payment if you know what you're doing. But again, when you do sell it, you get money back in a 1031 exchange. So if we want to do tax balancing, you better know your foundation. Husbands and wives, you never buy a house together. That makes no damn sense. Escrow, close homestead trust before you get the keys. No one taught you diddly squat. That's your problem. No one taught you because they didn't know themselves. If they did, they wouldn't do it anyway. This is the reality of life. Life sometimes sucks. We get our assets kicked. So you're going to master, listen to the words, you're going to master an SS4 form. Write it down. For every division you do, you're going to basically do what I want you to do because the only way you can do it. Let's understand. I believe in so much of what God gave me. I don't believe you can get there without me. You've been trying. Some of you are 75 years old going, what? 50, 40, 30, 20. You had nobody holding your hand with the truth. You buy one of my books, you're stuck with me. You buy a program, you're stuck with me. Anything you get with my programs, you're stuck with me. 49 years, 6 days a week. No excuses. I just like helping people. The reality is I like telling people what to do. It's kind of fun. But again, what do? I want you to write down 3 divisions of you. Come on. Keep up. This is going to be for contracts. Put a C there. This is going to be supply to cash. To cash. This is cash credit cards. Come on, do it. Do what I ask. Hey, you can throw it all away when you're done today, but you're not going to want to. This is a corporate umbrella. A corporate what? Umbrella. When I designed the division process in 1985 and 6, it's because I had a problem. 1984, okay? That was the first time I got married. I thought I was marrying a Christian woman who graduated from Biola University. 4 girls later, she's cheating with her ex-fiance anyway. So what did I do? Did I read the Bible and says, take her outside what? No. So I basically slept in separate beds for 12 years because I got 4 daughters, my first marriage. No one's going to touch my kid. I'd touch them. Simple, separate beds for 12 years. I have a prenup and postnup, ladies and gentlemen. A prenup and postnup. Write it down. You'll need one too. You see, here's our problem. All right. Even though she cheated, that's okay. That's the way life is. Okay, no problem. I still gave her $15,000 a week for 2 years and paid all her bills and stayed with her for 12 in separate beds. My daughters meant the world to me. They do to this day. I have 5 daughters. Now I have a boy. I got 6 beautiful kids God gave me. And I will protect them. I will die for them in a second. So understand something. It's time to man up, woman up. No excuses. No excuses. The house should never be in husband and wife's name, ever. Escrow, close, homestead trust. You control the trust, ladies and gentlemen. And it's an irrevocable trust. If anybody says any type of trust, they're being dumb. I don't like dumb. As a kid, I studied every rich and famous person I could. My favorite was John D. Rockefeller. Irrevocable trust, billions, no inheritance tax, billions. So if we play the game, you're going to probably want the Millionaires Founders Kit as a book for every month of the year, and you get to structure, and everything answers your questions with no excuses. Rags to riches. Oh, I got a sad story. Nobody cares. Nobody gave a damn I was born in a taxi on the way to Guardian Hospital. No one gave a damn I was being used and abused. No one gave a damn but me. I wanted out of hell. I don't like being used and abused. I think it was hell. I don't like hell. Do you like hell? But again, fighting through the pain. It doesn't matter what we do. We got to fight through the pain. It's not easy. One of my systems is coming out called Jesus is not a drive-through, because he's not. People act like ding-dongs, and they go what? All right, the church go, praise Jesus, and drive like ding-dongs again. Being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. One of my other things coming out. I've written 67 books so far. I've got about 40 being played with right now. I'm just having fun. But again, what do? I like goodies. 2009, if you look at the picture, I died in a coma. We check out that yacht in the backyard. Largest yacht in Huntington Harbor. my yacht. No, division, yacht. Took a group of people out to watch the fireworks, and the next day I'm in a damn coma. Doesn't matter if you got 3.7 billion in structure. Doesn't matter if you got 21 cars in a car collection, because you can still die. That kind of sucks. No matter where you come from, you have no excuse. No excuse. It's simple. God, family, money. That's how it works. If we put our house in order, and we follow through, we can win the what? Game of business. It has to be this way. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, this is the way it is for me. I will not bring the pain home to my beautiful family or my wife. My wife and I got married 20 years ago plus, and we became one. Got it? I run my family. But I bought her an estate that she can run and have fun all day long with her animals and her zoo. She's having fun. She's a wife I never knew I needed and wanted. It's like a little kid sometimes. You watch her look at something new, and it's like, oh my goodness, look at that. I enjoy watching her. It's funny. I enjoy that 100%. Your problem is you. You didn't plan the problem. Half of you have crappy credit. It sucks. You don't know what you're doing. You're doing amateur hour. I got LLC. I got C. What am I going to do? I think you need to listen and learn. I want you to plan the problem. For instance, your car today. You have a problem with your car. Okay, we're going to write down the word car. Can you write down the word car right here? Car. Here's a car. Fantastic. Okay. Now, the car you drive today belongs to you. Congratulations, you're a duck and a sheep. There's a registered owner. I don't like what you're doing today. I think it sucks. I'm sorry. On social media, you can only write off so much of the car. Yeah. You're the registered owner. You bought the car wrong too, by the way. And some of you got husband and wife on that too. You lose a house or car, and they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. What is wrong with you? Nobody taught you to play. I'm going to teach you to play. We're going to play it my way for a while because your way sucks. The car is absorbed as a division. Write it down, a division. Now, this means very simple, okay? The register of a car, you're changing it today to a division of you. A division of you, because I said so. That means the corporation gets to write it all off, and I don't care about the write-off. I care about the liability. You're the registered owner. We watch the TV. I call them bloodsucker attorneys. Are everywhere. The billboards on the freeway, they're attorneys. Let's sue everybody. You get in a bumpity bump at the store. Please be quiet. Don't explain yourself. Be nice. Be polite. That's it. And shut up. Well, I work during the day. The person that bumped the car, you bumped their car, they're nice people. Then they go tell their friends and family, hey, we can get one of those nasty attorneys to sue everybody. Some bloodsucker. If you don't plan the problem, you're going to get your assets kicked. Because you have to realize sometimes we have an old blankety day, week, month, or year. The registration of a car is a division. You buy the car at fleet price from now on, fleet price. And you never buy a joint. That would be kind of dumb. So what do? Let's understand. I want your driver's license, your insurance registration changed today to a P.O. box if it's not already. I want it changed. I want it changed. All right? So guess what we get to do? Someone's asking, has anyone started the program? Well, you have 9 people that are basically clients from before, but they don't go to this class, to be honest with you. They go to the classes they are into coaching. They're going to be at the nonprofit class. Okay? So again, share the live with everybody. Have some fun. Let's plan the problem. Let's plan the problem. Now, remember, there's always a couple of turds in this world, no matter what you do. Not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes you. But again, it's very simple to play the game. It's a mindset. There's me in 1981. Okay? I kicked the door jam at 10, the basketball hoop at T. Wicker Junior High when I was 14, and that's only 13 feet. 2 steps and I'm kicking the light at 13 feet. It's a mindset. If I can touch it, I can kick it. I wrote, see it, believe it, go get it. All right. When I was 12 years old, I would see something, believe it, and just pray and go get it. That's what works for me. So I would like you to change your life if you would, please. But again, if we took the Millionaires Founders Kit, why did I design it this way? I wanted to write books for dummies. That's what I wrote, but that was already taken. How about building wealth and winning the financial freedom? Is that a good thing to talk about? How about foundation forms? How about managing your paper trail, your stock kit, your minutes, and your bylaws? Wow, this book. But again, if you don't, that's the problem. If you don't, it's a problem. How about resolutions? How about goal setting? What do we do? There's always a CD to help you, but we have them online as well. Now, managing, all right, and building more asset protection. The overview. How about this? All right, I trained Yarborough in the late 70s, 80s, and 90s, and this is TRW, which stood for the Thomas Raymond Woolridge, and the TRW stood for bicycle parts at one time, and I called it the reports ROM. What's the next thing is I taught them, and I said, I want the oldest card history, and I want the 29% rule. Cards fluctuate. You bring your score up and down like a yo-yo because you don't know what you're doing. Now, I also set up the first dashboard that allowed tax ID to build credit reports and credit cards in 1987, by the way, if you want to play. Managing multiple corporations as well. All right, reaching the finish line. Reaching the what finish line? Reaching the what finish line? Then raise the bar, nonprofit. My first corporation cost me $10, but I was 9.5. You might want to play. Simple. The Millionaires Founders Kit. If you ever want to start anywhere, there you go. Get 5 of your friends to buy one of those today. I'll hand you $1,000. Get it up for your excuses. There's no excuse. There's only lazy or go get it. Think. If you want to reach a goal today, there's 38 steps. That's all it takes. Tell me the goal. I'll write your 38 steps for you. It's that easy. Why do you make things difficult? I don't understand. Now, you have to do something 8 times to master it. That means write it down 8 times or hear it 8 times. Like when you watch that cartoon for your kids. Very simple. We can play the game. We can win. Is that okay? What are we going to do? Winning the game of business. Why? Because my first series was winning the game of business in 1976. Been around a long time helping people. I pray and I hope you listen today because I can change your life, but you got to change it too. You got to be someone doing some of the work. I mean, I'll do 90%. You're going to do 10. I'll tell you what to do. Is that okay? I'm going to boss you around for a little bit. That's just me. Now, I had a problem in 84. 84, they wanted franchise tax fee. We'll get into that as well. Because I own Shakey's 30 and Flavors, shopping centers and condos, and I'm the #1 satellite manufacturer distributor in the world. Just having fun. I went to this event, the event. They're selling ATM machines and payphones. I'm hearing that for $1,600, I get a payphone that makes an average of $300 a month. $300 a month. Okay. So how long would it take to break even if it's $300 a month as an average and it's $1,600? It's called numbers, and numbers don't lie, only people lie. I stood up and said, I'll take 10. I used my line of credit for Security Pacific Bank. I'll take 10. Thank you. 10. I did the ATM stuff, and then they put them on hold. They said it was basically laundering money, believe it or not, in the Valley of California, everything else. It's crazy. But things change all the time. I went to the events again and again. You know what I found out? 20% of the people complained. All right? This one lady, she was just, oh my goodness. Ma'am, let me buy your routes because you're ruining this event. Let me buy all your phones. Okay, I'll buy it all right now. How much would you like? I ended up having 22,000 payphones. That's 6.6 million a month. Is that good? Would you like to play yet? I had my 19 houses. That was fun too. I was 17 and a half years old, having fun. 17 and a half, driving a Lamborghini, West Coast College, got 22,000 payphones. I got 19 houses. Ooh, goody. I'm doing corp to corp. But then it changed. I changed it because I don't want to pay franchise tax fee. I want you to focus today, flat out. I would like you to get 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 a month for the rest of your life. Forever. You say, I'm not full of doo-doo. The problem, you need to listen and learn. Would you like a paycheck that you can do tax balancing and let the corporation absorb all the money in the first place? See, your goal should be, I want 3,000, I want 5,000, I want 10,000, I want 100,000 a month auto income. I bought my first Jack in the Box when I was 19 through a corporation. What the hell did you do? There's the problem. I like auto income. Nowadays, they got to call it passive residual income. I didn't care what to call it. I need money coming in to pay my damn bills. I'm driving a Lamborghini. My favorite car. Okay. Goal setting. What do we do? Here's your problem. You. I would like you to look in the mirror today, and I'd like you to fire yourself for this year. Tell yourself you're fired. Let me take over. Why? Because I don't think you've done a great job yet. You're going to do a great job this year. We're going to talk about God, family, money, and house. Car. That car is not your car anymore. It's a division. It's a what? An entity, Supreme Court says, is illegal what? If they sue the division, they can't sue you. They don't sue your corporation too. But you got to play every goodie's a division. Every goodie's a division. See, you can roll the dice with the division. If you screw up, go, whoops, disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Your banks do it. Your cities do it every day. What is your problem with you? You. But again, the reality is very simple. Listen, learn. Don't go in front of the pages. Let's think. Okay? You have 7 ways to play the game today. Okay? 7 ways. This is credit, time, and money. Write down credit, time, and money. Simple. Credit, time, and money. You don't have enough money, you don't have enough credit, you have no time, I'm screwed up. Bad days don't last forever. Neither do bad weeks, months, or years. We have a choice. Let's do this. Why don't you allow me to take your credit cards in my system and basically increase your limits for you? I'm an affiliate. I got 62 million of this stuff. Isn't that fun? On my dashboard. Real good stuff. I don't have trade line crap because I don't believe it. I think it's fraud. Let me analyze you. Let my team analyze your credit. Okay? What does this mean? Your problem is you let the credit go up and down like a yo-yo. You're controlling it. You don't realize you're controlling it. You're the one doing it. You see, when the credit bureaus got started, it was inquiry based. Then I got to train Yarborough in 70s, 80s, and 90s. Then it became utilization. Every card you got in your pocket right now, personal wallet right now, get them out. Put them in front of you. Put them in front of you. Get out a pad of stickies. Okay? Get a pad of stickies. There you go. Every card in the back of the card, you need to write the following things. Stickies behind every card. This is a $10,000 card. When I designed this telling Yarborough what to do, okay, 70s, 80s, and 90s, the 29% rule was created. So we take the sticky in the back and we say it's 10,000. Okay, there you go. What's 25%? What's 10? What's 29%? As long as you stay at 29% below, you're in the green. If you go to 30, you're in the yellow. You go to 50, you're in the red. You jacked up your credit, got stuck, you couldn't get any more because you don't know what you're doing. Sorry to say, but it's true. But what happens is you're good people, most of you. Most of you are great people. Some of you are a couple of turds and some of you are lazy. Okay? That's the problem. You're always looking for the negative. I'm looking for the positive. I got American Express 18 years ago to do a couple of things. These don't fluctuate. Write it down. I see a lot of silly stuff on social media going blah, 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 blah. Write down gold and platinum cards do not fluctuate. Based on utilization is why your score goes up and down like a yo-yo. You have a bad day, these are unlimited up to $1 million. The paid overtime limit's 100,000. And I use my wife's card because there's always a turd. Do you really have the cards? There's always a turd. You got to deal with turds all the time. But again, that's how it works. So if I take, and I have these for my emergency cards, my score stays at 750 and above. Anybody can get to an 828 in 60 days, 90 days. How about a 479 to 750? How about we do it again, we do it again, we do it again? I don't believe in credit repair. I believe that's a fraud. A fraud. But that's just my personal belief because I read what the Fair Credit Reporting Act says. Well, that's kind of federal law, right? It's right there. Use Fair Credit Reporting Act. Can't collect money up front. It must be bonded and have a nonprofit. Good for you. All these people, I'm going to repair your credit in 90 days or less. Oh, goody. Years ago, you saw consumer credit counseling in all the credit bureaus. That was my company too. Been around a long time, people. You might want to learn to pay attention just a little bit, but it's going to be up to you to play. Next, I want to get you 100,000 of personal credit. I want to get you 7 of these and 1 of these. I want you to have safety credit up to 71,000 in case you have a blank day, month, or year, and plan the problem, because that'll support your family for a year when you're trying to get back on track, when you basically have the world knock you down. The next thing we're going to play, basically you waste $50 every other day. By the way, if you don't know that, that's about $700 a month you kind of piss away. So if we play the right way, let's do this, okay? Let's watch, come on. I just showed you 2 cards. These are 100,000 paid over time limit. There's 2. If I take one of those cards right here, and I have 100,000 of credit, fantastic. If I times it by 9, I have 1 million now. Every division has 3 credit reports, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax, the way I designed it in 1985. So I can turn around what American Express offers all the time. On the dashboard, they'll tell you, would you like 99 more? How many would you like? How many would you like? There's no excuses. See, you should understand something. Borrowed money is not taxable. Write it down. Borrowed money is not what? Taxable. A corporation receives money, there's no tax due until you're profitable. Borrowing is what? Corporations pay tax when they're profitable. If we create debt offset taxes, we never pay tax. And then you receive all the money. Oh, would that be kind of fun? Elon Musk borrowed $44 billion. Why? Offset taxes. Bezos, Warren Buffett, all the other pieces. Why? Offset taxes. Now, you're going to have 18 divisions because I said so. Let's watch. Come on, let's understand some common sense. We're going to sell that in a bottle pretty soon. If I have 9 loans on 9 houses, 9, there's 9 for 9 lines of credit. I have 9 houses, okay? That means I'm creating 9 what? Liabilities. This equals 18. I will tell you, numbers never lie, only people lie. Because a lot of people full of doo-doo. I'm watching that circus out there and all the clowns going blah, 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 blah. And putting people down and cussing and using the F word every other time. I don't understand that. Now, an auto income. Let's go back in time. 40 plus years ago, I wrote the first book on laundromats, car washes, pay phones, printing. That was me. All my forms are all in the stationery stores too. So what do? Okay. If I take 100,000 of corporate credit and times it by division process, I now have $1 million. If I use corporate credit to finance the dream, I got my structure and I offset the taxes and I get auto income. And over here, you get a paycheck, barely. See, I want your paycheck to be your lifestyle. Write it down. Lifestyle. Your paycheck's your lifestyle. That's what it should be. But it's up to you to listen and learn. So again, like I said, when I bought my first storage unit years ago, all right, no problem. I partnered up with my ex-father-in-law. What did we do? He put his money into escrow. I put my money into escrow. We each got $17,340 to $350 a month. Is that good? But he didn't receive money, did I? It went to the corporation. No taxes due to your profitable. I would like 9, please. Borrow money is not taxable. Well, let's understand something. Okay, you're going to have 18 by the time I'm done with you, because I want you to have 100,000 a month for the rest of your life. If I had you $1 million today, what would you do with it? Pause. I'll buy a house and a car. No. You do what I taught Warren Buffett to do 39 years ago. You reference 3 times 5. Because number 8's my lucky number. I was born on the 8th. Race cars, motorcycles, and race boats. Simple. I have 3 divisions in me and 5 closet divisions. I'm prepared if I have an old blankety day, like when I died in the coma in 2009. It took me only 6 weeks to build $1 million of credit, buy the next estate for my wife. Simple. I like making money. Your problem is your lack of knowledge. Now I've written 67 books so far. Kind of fun stuff. Fun, fun, fun. Got a bunch of other ones that are being edited now and have some more fun on that too. So if you want to play, you should play with me because I want to help you. And you see, it's a mindset. I hit my head. Do you know I actually indented my skull? I hit it so damn hard. But again, what do? Goodies belong to divisions. That's your line of defense. Goodies belong to divisions. You got things to look at. See it. When you first see it, you want a house. Okay, you got a house? Did you escrow, close, homestead, trust? Nope. Let's transfer to and do a homestead first, and let's quickly deed it to an irrevocable trust now. And do not put two people on the loan again. In the future, you'll buy the house through the trust, by the way. The car is not your car. It's a registered owner of a division. Money. How are you going to get the money? I don't know. Mind you, when I worked with Bill Cosby until I found out he was a turd. So understand something. You're using borrowed money. Borrowed money is not what? Taxable. It offsets taxes. You're going to get a franchise. We're going to get your credit score to 750. Our paralegal team is going to take what I created years ago called Prove It or Remove It. That's right. We don't do credit repair. That's just people trying to rip off their creditor. We're going to pray. We're going to do it my way for a while. You had your chance. We're going to see it. We're going to believe it. Go get it. That's what I do for everything. What do? The Ray Reynolds University, first time I was really proud of myself. I set it up in 2001. I'm having fun. That building was 22,000 square feet, by the way. I'm the guy that was training behind the scenes is Russ Dalby's people, Dave Delgado, all right? And from there, Carlton Cheats, all the blah, 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 which I didn't believe in anyway. I was just trying to correct their mistakes. My location's in Texas, Utah, and basically Arizona. That's 22,000 feet. If you got past Betty, you find one of the offices at B of A, Chase, and franchise and ADP. They have offices in my office, helping my clients in my classroom and over 800 people. But again, God allowed me to go in a coma and die. And all that 3.7 billion of structure went bye-bye, bye-bye. Now, can you afford $300 a month? It's a simple question. See, here's your excuse. You waste $50 every other day, which is about $700 a month. Okay. If you listen to me and I help you rebuild here, and all these pieces, and we create a blueprint for you, and we customize it for you as well, could you afford $300 a month? Let's understand something. It's simple. It's simple. My favorite bank is Chase Bank because personal cards, Sapphire, Freedom, all right, have no interest up to 22 months. Same thing on the 6 ink cards. Inks. Look at it. Come on. If you spend $16,000 in an escrow, your payment's $160. Could you afford that? See, your problem is excuses and your lack of knowledge because you're pissing away every day anyway. $17,000 is $170. $27,000 is $270. $28,000 is $287. Could you use corporate credit to buy a damn escrow? Yes or no? It's simple. Your problem is you have no idea what the hell you're doing anyway. It sucks. What sucks? If we focus today, all right, the bottom line is we can help you. All right. I didn't realize Race has paralegals and proof and remove it. Mark, hell, I wrote the first book in 78. Prove it and remove it. I've got a whole team behind me. But you're stuck with me no matter what they do. You're going to have to play my way because your way sucks. Sorry to say that out loud. Would you spend $1,000 to get 10,000 back? Simple. 26 years old. I got 2.2 billion of structure. I thought I was going to die at 27. I watched people retire and they got fat, ugly, and died. I was afraid I was going to die at 27. 2.6 billion of structure. Having fun. I realized the more I help, the more I get. It actually works. So the bottom line, I have everything I want. Well, why don't you just go get it anyway? Why not? So would you spend $1,000 for $10,000 in return? My point is very simple. I've given you 10 times your money back in personal business credit for 49 years for everything you ever invested in the first place. See, I take away your excuses. I don't like excuses. They don't pay the damn bills. We're going to have my investment group. I'm going to ring the bell this year at the stock exchange. Bing, 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 bing. I have 3 things to think about. Let's think about it today. This is going to be worth 10 billion by the time we do it. Billion with the B. You do it all. I'll teach you how. How about we do it together? How about I become your CFO, one of your CFOs? How about I become your attorney in fact too? Or I'll do all the work because you don't know what you're doing anyway. How's that? You do, we do, I do. I take away your excuses. I don't have excuses. You go to the events at the Bonaventure for 32 years. Here's the Ferrari, here's the Lamborghini. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini Ferrari. Hey, how about pay tax, buy a spaceship? You got 3 guys that got so much damn money, they're basically having spaceships going to the moon now. But it was controlling up to about 2.2 billion real estate, having some fun. Isn't that fun? And I got the keys, and they're not my cars, the divisions. That's 1,013 divisions, huh? So I have literally right now about $1 billion plus of escrows lined up. I'm trying to line up about 5 billion this year alone, but I have a problem. I can't do them all myself. I used to have 16 escrows a day, but I had a problem in 87. I needed my clients to help me. So I made them my soldiers. Would you like to buy a storage unit ran by a management company? Would you like one that's $3 million? Ooh, goody. Would you like another one that gets $8,000 a month? Would you like one of those? Oh, you want a laundromat? I wrote the first book on that anyway. You want a car wash? You want an apartment complex? See, instead of watching some ding-dong and there's a circus out there going, don't buy a house, but I got 50 million houses. Oh, yeah, I've never seen such a circus in my life. Too many clowns. I have to decide if I want to stay on social media. All right, I've done it for 7 weeks. It sickens me. Someone's saying the F word every other word and going blah, 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 telling what to do. He's been out there so long. All right, let's see if we can challenge him. He was on my live this morning. All right, you want to play? Let me know. Want to join an escrow? So here's the goal. I want you to take a picture. Let's understand something. Okay? The people on social media are making money this today. 3 years from now, we'll be broke unless they have a foundation, because competition is going to knock them off the block. Real rules and tools and knowledge helps people. But again, then you got Kevin in his stupid new book. Kevin owes $300 million to the country, and he stole money from all of us. He just got out of prison after 10 years of basically ripping people off because he had the cure for cancer in his last book. His mega memory is crap too. He had all the answers on the floor. I was in the studio. But again, one guy says he's basically retired at 31 using the book. The book was just published last month. How's that possible? See, I don't like lies. Take your picture. You're going to do auto income my way. Your corporation is going to have properties, apartment complexes. I got my Jack in the Box. Ooh, goody. Here's my Jack in the Box. It's a division. It's Jack. Okay. I got my 31 flavor. I got my Subway. I got my shopping center. I got my Shakey's Pizzas. I got my satellite business and my cars and trucks and everything else. Division process. Because I'm planning the damn problem. But if you do auto income, your success rate is 96%. You've wasted 50,000, 100,000, 25,000 your whole life on a bunch of crap. Congratulations. Take your picture. That's your screensaver from now on. That's your screensaver. Print it in color, laminate it, put it in your refrigerator, desk at work. There's your goal. Do what you do today. That's fine. My way. I don't like your way. So I would like you to become a puppet master. Is that okay? I started the Puppet Master Club 40 years ago with rich and famous and normal people. Having fun. You want to have fun yet? Okay, what do we do? Let's see. If I take three of you, just for the fun of it, okay, and me, 4 people, okay? We write a check from Borrow Money, all right, checkbook money or blueprint loan, and we get $25,000 in escrow. You own that piece forever. It's yours forever. Forever. You heard the word forever yet? You're too busy giving other people the bouncing ball and let them piss away your money. Whose money is it? I'm rich. You're right. Laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash. Now, after all the bills are paid, borrow money, all the bills are paid, and now your income is $3,200 a month. It's not a lot. You're not rich. But you can readjust it to make more money, and it's going to go up, and away forever. If you did it 10 times, would that be okay? That's a laundromat, car wash, and dry cleaner, but I wrote books 40 years ago plus. How about we put $50,000 each? We write a check from a line of credit. Oh, goody. That's up to $5,600 a month. Okay, that's a storage unit. That's a fourplex. No problem. Okay, let's do that. How about we got management company, $75,000. Now we got 5 people plus me. How much money, listen carefully, how much money would you like income to the corporation so you can get a paycheck to break even and do tax balancing? What paycheck would you like? Do you need 64 or 10? What paycheck do you want? Design it. That's what I always did. Oh, I want to buy a Wendy's restaurant. They want $1 million. Okay. Blueprints are $250 at American Express. These are $150s. Ooh. Write a check from borrow money and put it in escrow. That means you own a percentage of a Wendy's restaurant. They only fail 30%. Let's get some money. That's up to $10,000 a month for everybody. Ooh, goody. You want to own a piece yet? Your problem is you. Do what you do. Make your money. That's okay. My way, I want an income for life. Then I want my family generation to take it over and not have probate. It's amazing what people do. Take your picture. There's your future. There's your future. That's how it works. Share the life with everybody. Because if they buy anything today, you get 10% back to you. Want to make $1,000? Fine. Have some fun. Why not? I'm having a blast so far. Puppet master time. Ooh, goody. Now I have a problem. I got to get to know you. I won't help somebody I don't get to know. Isn't that terrible? I get to be picky. So if you allow me to get to know you, get to know me, what are we going to do? You and your partner of life's on the phone. We're going to talk about past, present, and future, good, bad, and ugly. Did you file bankruptcy? Did you seal it? You have a tax problem? I don't want your past chasing your future. Did you screw American Express or Chase? Family, corporation, how many divisions you got? Oh, it's called irrevocable trust. My way, only. Write down irrevocable trust. No other trust. Irrevocable. Then I want you to write down car, division, and house bought through a trust from now on. Then you're going to take what I wrote in my book in 1975 to 76, cash flow for you but time, auto income. The blueprint call with me is $5,000. I'm expensive. Christmas time, they offered it in the back area in sales. They offered it for $2. Okay. If it was done today, you can take a picture. You can DM me, get into the link tree. You can share the live and help everybody else as well. There you go. But that's only through me. Me, now. You can always call the office later and pay more. It's up to you. I like helping people. I want to have fun. Now, there's 1,000 steps to Millionaire process. It's in the Millionaire's Founders Guide. That's how I designed it. When I published that one 35 years ago, they said, the world's not ready for you, Ray. Yeah, right. What do we do? I sold that at the Bonaventure for 32 years. Orange County, Ontario, Long Beach, 32 years being the second largest advertiser. So understand, if you want to play, you play my way because your way sucks. Sorry, I don't like your way. I like to win. My wife, my beautiful wife, all right, July 4th, 2009, wants to take out the yacht in the backyard with a group of people. July 5th, I'm going to come. I get to die and come back. Sucks. Everything I had is gone. Everything was gone. She called Ron, my office district manager. Help me, Ray's in a coma. He's going to die. He drives a U-Haul truck to the office, and one technology driver runs Spectre and steals books and CDs. Instead of helping, he's a stealer. Tom, my IT manager. I got 50 million people in my database because I'm coaching all these other companies in my own. He sells my phone numbers and websites to a porn site. They were the highest bidder. So you got some choices today. You can play. You want to be an entrepreneur? Good luck with that. You're going to fall like you're falling off the cliff every day because you will. Do you have what it takes to do it? It's not easy. You're going to get knocked down 50 times, 1,000 times. You're going to, every time. It's not easy. Sometimes you feel like you can't breathe, but it's an attitude. As a little boy being used and abused, the grown-ups or big people go, how you doing, little boy? They knew what was happening. They don't give a crap. My response is to look at them and go, always good. They left me alone. I've said always good all my life. Thank you, Jesus. Simple. Don't give me an excuse, ladies and gentlemen. If Billy can lay outside Bank of America going, oh, Billy, how are you? What's up? What's going on? My wife left me when I was overseas. I was in the military. Get a better woman, Billy. Get up. Get up. I kept helping Billy, but he says, Ray, I'm not going to want money. Okay, I said, what do you want to do? He said, how about I help you? Okay. I gave him a bunch of the mouse pads we give out. There's your 100,000 a month, by the way. And I said, here's a bunch of flyers. If he's going to stand outside the bank in the grocery store, might as well pass out flyers. Billy had no excuse, like some of you. Okay? All he did is give referral base. Billy has $1 million company now helping other people. So find a purpose, find a dream, go get it. Referral base, no excuses. Help me help you. Become one of our affiliates. Simple. Invite 10 people today on TikTok and all the things you do. Invite them all. They buy anything, I'll send you 10%. Take away your excuses because that's what you have. Again, we get to play my way for a while. Chapter 18. Mrs. Hope had a poker game every Wednesday night. I listened to the poker game. They said a corporation's a legal person. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. This is Supreme Court, by the way. Circle it. Now, you can call LLC a corporation or a company. It's all the same thing. They deemed all this to be a legal person. It's right there. It may sue or be sued. May sue or be sued. I'm 7.5 when I hear this, 7.5 years old. I'm in the corner. Mrs. Hope's having a poker game. She instructed all these rich and famous people, don't talk to that piece of you-know-what in the corner. That was a piece in the corner. I wrote my notes. I wanted to hear that to say. Corporation legal what? Person? I drove my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. Next there was a library. Man, what does this mean? She was rude too. She walked away. 5 minutes later, he's a mocker face. He's a book. That's how she said it, by the way. I read the book. What piece do you have? I'm not going to argue with the Supreme Court, by the way. Your entity, whatever you have today, is on Secretary of State's website. It's right there. They sue it, they sue you. Congratulations, you're a duck and a sheep. Quack, 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 quack. Bah! What is you? Simple. My first corporation cost me $10. Check it on Secretary of State's website. Back then, there was always articles about a little kid that started Helping Hand Industries. I'm the kid grew up. I got $100,000 in the mail back then. So did you, without applying for credit. No Social Security number used at all. Helping Hand cost $10. Now, some of you spend thousands to an attorney to get a corporation. You didn't learn diddly squat. Sorry, you pissed away money. You know, it's terrible. Why would you do that? Corporations are free in all 50 states. I'll give it to you for free. You pay your filing fee. There you go. You didn't learn diddly squat. I started Orange County Blind Center. I get in trouble for that too. See, I went to school with all the tests, get all the paper. That's fine. But life teaches you life as you get your assets kicked. I started the Orange County Blind Center. Okay? All right, with Carl years ago. He wanted to steal my company anyway. It's terrible. But again, we got named in a lawsuit because I used the word Braille. I didn't realize I was trade name, trademark, and copyright. So I had to get away from that too. Your problem is you. A corporation or an LLC, LLP, okay, needs to be a management company. Management company. You named it after you, wrong. You named it what it does, wrong. You let it do business, wrong. Because when they sue it, they sue you. You sign the lease of a building. You sign for the credit card. You sign for the car. Congratulations. I have a division of me. I have 3 of them. It says Ray Reynolds with that SS4. 3 of those. I signed the lease of this building here and the one next door with my division of me using SS4. I will not use my SSN because I call that stupid. I call it dumb. But again, that's just me. I don't want to guarantee something as a person because that division is a legal person. But it's up to you to play my way. Maybe you like your way. How you doing so far? I bet you're missing pieces. Why don't you look at Secretary of State's website today if you have an organization or LLC, LLP, or C Corp, or S Corp? Find out what address you use. I'll bet you use your home address. State selling a mailing list. Change it. P.O. Box. Change it. Get a line of defense, the division process today. Now, I'm going to create the list for you. That's just me. I've always created the list for my clients. I don't have excuses. So what do? Very simple. I want to create you a daily, weekly, and project list and tell you what to do, okay? I do not want you thinking, you've had your chance. You've had your chance. Sorry, I don't like what you did so far. Here's Glenn. Glenn was one of those feel sorry for himself too. He lost his job. Rockwell fired him. He's an engineer. They cut back. I lost my job. My wife left me. So what? Man up, get another wife. It's not like there's not enough around. Come on. He lives in his Pinto car for 3 years. 3 years. Do you have any kids? Yeah, my son lives in his car too. They got 2 cars next year. They're living in cars. This is ridiculous. 3 friggin' years. Glenn, man up. Man up. I built him $1 million company. Brand new house, brand new truck. I put him on one of my TV shows years ago. Freeway Ricky Dickie Ross. Okay, Freeway Dickie Ross. $3 million of credit after 20 years in prison. Thomas was in prison for 26 years, got him his dump truck business in 6 months. God rest soul for Michael. All right. Dr. Lucky and I started a hospital in Fiji Islands years ago. No one really paid attention until the Arnold was on the board. You've heard of Arnold, right? So if we play the game, we can win. How about a president? How about Fishbone and Mama? How about we got what? Costner, Giovanni for Pixar, college professor, Biola University. Oh, Superman for Gold's Gym. Oh, goody, Cook and God rest his soul. And she got $1 million too. So I'm also known as the Incorporated for Rich and Famous People. I've sold more corporations on planet Earth than anybody. Maybe you'll pay attention. Maybe you'll pay attention, but it's up to you. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1934, the Gold Act. This is what happened. Listen carefully. You're going to understand this. We had the Gold Act in 34. Any of us are born. That means we had to get our SS5 and SSN when we were 14 to 16. That's what it was. Okay, no problem. Then you had Nixon take the gold standard out in August of 71. This is no longer money. It's a Federal Reserve note, legal tender. Every woman who delivers a baby must sign the SS5, SSN for the baby before she's released from the hospital. It connects to the 1040 tax return. We are tracked when we live or pass away. We are bonded up to $35 million apiece. You cannot get away from the IRS. They're in charge, but do what needs to be done, do tax balancing. We're 37 trillion in debt because we have a bunch of ding-dongs running our country in the past and present, whatever you have, won't go into politics. All I know is I'm a U.S. citizen. I was born in a taxi. This is my country. If I'm going to loan you money, give me a damn note. Notes, we would not have a deficit. Notes, give me a damn note. Here's your problem. Your SS5 form, SSN 1040 tax return. You get one number, it's lonely. You have your card in your personal wallet today. You agreed not to laminate, use for ID purposes, or carry with you. Or if mommy did it, maybe because she did in 71. SS4 on this side, let's understand, let's pay attention. This is a universal form. It'll say employer, it'll say entity. Division's an entity. A division is what? Entity. Oh, what is it again? An entity. Well, entity, what? Then it says individual person. Are you a person? Are you a person? You're entitled to 3 of these. 3, but I want them under the corporation. Because if I have to bankrupt them, I don't want to bankrupt a person, SSN. I want to bankrupt SS4. See, the only thing when you look at bankruptcy code online, it'll say they can only bankrupt SSN, SS4. Who wants to be the duck or the sheep? You or the corporation or the division? I'm going to play my way. Now, your LLC will become an S corporation because I said so. When you do the 3 to 5 million, then we'll change strategies again based on the volume of money. Your C Corp will be LLC too. It'll actually become what? An S Corp. You're going to have an S Corp, like it or not. And then you're going to have an irrevocable trust. So we get you to 5 million. Is that okay? The lack of knowledge makes people do what? Dumb things. I was told I can't use that word, stupid, so I have to say dumb. Okay. What do? Why don't you take a picture and give me permission to send you the link of basically classes all through the week, and you can have some fun, and I can text your email. It's up to you. We could play. Share the live with everybody. I'm just having fun. Don't you want to have some fun? We get to play the game to win. Now I have 10 specialty classes, okay? Today, our specialty class is nonprofit. Now, let's say you're an expert in real estate. Here, I love that stuff. Now, let's do this. Over here, we have a nonprofit corporation. Let's put nonprofit. It's public benefit. It's a 1023 501c3 exemption. And you're going to have a division, okay? The reason I have this is Tony had 3 properties he fixed up. Tony, he spent $50,000 fixing up 3 houses. And I said, you're going to get income of $200, $600 a month, and that's it. Why don't you do a 4-plex instead or apartment complex? I know what I'm doing, Ray. Oh, goody for you. By the time he was done, he got his little money. He goes, yeah, right, you're right. I worked my tail off for what? $1,800 a month, $2,200. With that tenant doesn't pay, you're screwed up. And if they slip and fall and see you and screw you up, you lose it again. There's your problem. You didn't plan the problem. I would tell you, all right, and what I told Tony to do is take one of the houses here and put it under the division of a corporation nonprofit. All right. See, when they have husbands and wives situation, I love to say one has profit, one has nonprofit. I want to turn it into a game. I have fun with that. It challenges them. It gets them, what? Let's go get it. Hospice house, elderly care, the Transportation Act. Do you realize this is $112,000 a month up to that grant money under the nonprofit? It's not going to make money, but it might give you a hell of a paycheck. All right, wouldn't that be fun? So if you need a raise, do a nonprofit at the same time. You need more money to what? To break even over here. You could do that too. You have the right to design your income, all right, and pay tax, what you want to pay tax balancing. House payment offsets taxes. You've had the design since day one. Your problem is you don't know how to listen and learn. You've never had somebody really wanted to help you, have you? Huh. I just want to change the world. Flippity dippity doos. The buyer's a liar, the agent's a liar, so is the broker. And that contractor, oh my goodness, they cut corners every time they can. I decided to be the bank at 21. I want to be the bank. And that's what I did, to be the bank. So what did I do? I sold a car. I kept the loan. They paid me. I paid the loan. I got $413 a month for 7 years. I sold a house, see if that would work. I created the form called assignment of mortgage in 1989, by the way, if you don't know that. I create all kinds of forms. Every time I need something, I'm a consultant for all these companies and all these people. Why not? If I do this correctly, I got $1,200 a month for doing nothing, collecting money. They want to refinance too. I want to be the bank. So why don't we do the bank? Every property I've got from apartment complex and 4-plex, everything else, after I become the bank with those new tenants that actually end up owning their pieces, what happens? I create more income, 40%. Within 6 months? No, within 90 days. So let's do this. Let's think about split deeding. Let's do assignment of mortgage, assignment of asset. Don't worry, it's in the books too. You get to play my way because I don't like your way. What's a corporation again? Oh, it's right there. What you have? Okay. Now, I've given corporations for free for 49 years. Free. I had some attorneys a couple of years ago gave me crap. I had 14 people online telling, blah, blah, one of them in a coma, pretending to be me. What else is new? What do you do? They didn't like the fact that I gave them for free when they charge $5,000 for a piece of paper. That's free. Take your picture. All corporations are free. 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 Scan it, click the link, pay the filing fee for the state. There you go. But then you're like half of you and most of you. I got a corporation. I got an LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, good, you got one. I don't get it. You need to learn how to play my way. Your way sucks. Sorry. Your goal is to play. A corporation is entitled to 4 things. That's it. Now, you can do what you want. This is Ray's rules. And I'm going to say LLC or corporation is the same for me. To buffer tax. No tax is due to your profitable. Corporate credit. Ugh. This is all a write-off. Whee! It offsets the taxes. Or write off the interest rate. Corporations write off everything, and you can't write a daily squat besides your house payment. Good luck. You buy the car at free price. Hotels, free buffet. Oh, I like that. How about we take 7 things for division process? I invented division process in 85. Why? I didn't want to pay franchise tax fee for my Shakey's, my Subways, my 31 flavors, shopping centers, condos, all the pizza and satellite business as well. They sent me a letter. The letter, franchise tax fee. What? Go to Sacramento. Can I create an entity under the corporation that doesn't pay franchise tax fee? I was given a choice to create a form, modify or create one. And they approved it in 85, 86. Line of defense are cheap, multiple functions. So a management company can do all kinds of different functions. But you name the LLC after you, congratulations. Then you have buy at wholesale price. Credit reports, every division has its own experience, treasure, and Equifax. Hey, let's go get some money. Let's go finance the dream. Every piece of real estate can be a division. They slip, fall, and screw you up. I can bankrupt each piece, not the whole, in my family. I can do what? Line of defense. I can protect my assets too. What a concept for you. So maybe you'll realize if you looked at bankruptcy code online or whatever you do, or it allows SSNS for who wants to be the duck or sheep, you or the division or the corporation. But again, all right, I'm not here to be an attorney. I'm just going to teach you what I set up for me. You can do it for you too if you want to. What do? We get to play the game. I like that. Do you want to be a millionaire? Then all you're going to, yeah, no, you don't. I'm sorry when I hear people, I'm a millionaire. Look at me. Look what I got. Blah, 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 blah. I think it's a bunch of ducks. Actually, it's a circus and a bunch of clowns. When you say you're rich, that puts you in first place. The IRS can indict you. I'm not rich. I'm a puppet master. I want you to have 9 divisions for 9 lines of credit and 9 locations. That equals $100,000 a month. Is that okay? If you play with me this year, you get up to $100,000 a month. Is that all right? How much would you like? See, you get to decide this. It's going to be up to you to play my way. But again, what do? Divisions. How many should I have, Ray? 18. Because that's 9 divisions for 9 lines of credit and 9 locations. Numbers never lie, only people lie. 40 years ago in my books, right there, corporation, division, subdivisions, and more. See, you got to learn to play. Line of defense, roll the dice. Share the lie with everybody because it's fun. All right, someone's going, Ray's way. Well, it works. I had something called, Ray's rules. Years ago, Robert Shapiro and I, we wanted to have something called LegalZoom. I was probably to the side of that. I was a consultant for that too. Isn't this fun? That's up to $16 million a month in credit. Oh, you want to play? You want to be one of those too? Okay, let's play. Now, I had a problem. 1988, my problem. They're shrinking my limits on my cards. I got 53 million of credit on cards. What am I going to do? Oh, library time. C in 191D says a corporation can loan that money privately. Okay, let's do that. So what did I do? I wrote a book called Buckets of Money. I write books all the time. It's fun. Why not? I took $4.6 million out of the 53 million and I loaned it out. I would see if it would work. I created a matrix, 3 of them at the time, by the way. Then you know what this did? 4.6 million, 190,000 a month. Is that okay? Don't worry. Cash Call, Speedy Cash, Don'tBeBroke.com, Chime, Kick. They all came into my boot camp in 2008 anyway. Well, the world's screwing up. Countrywide, what is it, stated income crap? They all screwed that up too. Now, this is 1989, by the way. By the way, the notes behind that were $1,000,000,001. I created Homestead Blocker, write it down, or UCC when chattel mortgage and assignment of mortgage. I just want to play. When they don't pay, I got all their goodies. You want to play yet? Let me know. The financial series? Ooh, goody. See, I wanted to connect the dots. I want to make sure I do tax balance because their IRS is in control. All right, becoming the bank and tax balancing. Buckets of money. Now, my children, the year they were born, I incorporated them, okay? And what happens is my son, since he was 5 years old, I have 5 daughters and a boy. He's been telling the world he's the vice president of the company because he is. In a resolution. As long as he says that and the world hears him, he actually replaces me when I'm gone 50 years from now. No probate. Why would anybody want probate? I'd tell you to set up a division for your son and daughters and your grandkids. Start them out right. But that's just my opinion, by the way. We play division process. If I add history to a division, I'm allowed to set up the experience schedule and Equifax since I established the credit report to do that in 1987, by the way. How many would you like? It's kind of fun. So a division is usually like $1,000. They're expensive. But it's a replacement of you. Is that okay if we play my way? But again, they were supposed to change this. They didn't. I don't know how it didn't get changed. You take a picture, and that's what you can do today, 9 or 18, but it's up to you. If you don't do it today, don't worry, it'll be changed by Monday. It should have been changed in the first place. I want a division to be $1,000 each. So again, we get to play the game to win, but it's up to you what you want to do. I just want you to play with me, have some fun. Born in a taxi, they didn't want me. Boo-hoo-hoo. All right, got a note. They gave me a girl's name, raised my middle name. That kind of sucks. Change that too. What do we do? They had to come back, pick me up. This is Carl's story. You know what's really weird? Mrs. Hope dropped out for down the beach pier. I'm 3.5 years old. You're not here at 5 o'clock. I'll leave you there to die. I sold off the pier. Thought he was going to throw me off to the sharks. But all he could say is, bye. All right, take out my trash or I'll call the police. I took out the trash. I was known as boy for the pier till I was 9.5 years old. Clean the chum bucket. Redondo Beach Pier, Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, and Rat Beach. See, I wanted out of hell. I did what I did as a necessity base. Mrs. Hope put me in the trash can behind the garbage, all right, behind every grocery store. Get all that food, I want to feed it to you. This woman loved to be mean. She loved to abuse. She's telling the world she's helping the kids. Yeah, right. Is God the Santa Claus for grown-ups? I wrote it down. I'm asking a question. Is God the Santa Claus for grown-ups? Teacher saw it and she threw it away. Lucky I have total recall on most things and I rewrote it again. I just wanted to know how it worked. I don't got a mommy and a daddy. I got nobody besides what I see on TV. I'm roaming through Redondo Beach area in that big park where the Baptist church is. They're all singing, yeah, praise Jesus. Good. I walk by. Woman hands me a book. She says, son. I said, ma'am, don't ever call me son. Please. I can't stand that word when someone refers to me. I never got a father, never got a mother. Or I got to live in hell. I have a son. I love that for him. But for me, don't you dare call me son. I don't like it. It pisses me off. She says, okay, all right, young man, I have this book. It's got all the answers you're ever going to need. Oh, goody. I walked away. I want to throw it away, burn it, and rip it in pieces. But I open it first. Something made me open the book. God, are you real? Why am I being used and abused? Why am I eating out of a trash can? Why didn't I get a mommy and a daddy, a real one? What's going on here? From that day forward, I got visions. I tell the grown-ups I thought I was retarded. God's been talking to me since day one. You know that voice you turned off? Why don't you turn it up? It's simple. Went by the karate studio in Torrance, roaming the streets again at 4 years old. Okay, Golden West Meats, they give me a free hot dog. I love that next to the karate studio. But you know what? The man got mad at me 3 days later. We don't give free lessons here. You get your blanket and clean the place. I became the janitor. I learned to listen. I lived on 181st Street in that crappy house. They paid $6,700 for the house. Wow. It's worth $1 million something now. It's not as ugly as it used to be, being used and abused too. I got to go to Edison Elementary. Miss Papelkin for the whole school. Young man, why are you wearing the same pants for 3 months? That's all I got, ma'am. Thank you for embarrassing me. Mrs. Goodwin, 3rd grade. How'd you get a test? You broke into my desk. My desk is locked. How did you do that? Go to the principal's office. They got to take the little paddle back then. Sucks. I could do it in my head. I didn't have a Colombian crazy woman like my son does, who goes to the school and says, don't you tell my son he can't do it in his head. When Mrs. Goodwin said that the first president was George Washington, I raised my hand. Ma'am, you're wrong. I got sent back to the principal's office. You think George Washington's your first president. This is your problem. You're not factually. Our first president was John Hanson, by the way. Look it up. We had a woman run our country for 17 months. Our president had a stroke. She did not use an auto pen. The world listened to her again and again and again. Check it out. So I write with both hands and talk at the same time. Joanne took me to the school. They told me to pick a hand. I said, no. Which hand? No, pick right. No, I pick both. I write with both hands, talk at the same time to this day. Why would I pick one? Why would I pick one? See, I've been trying to figure out the puzzle for years. My wife and I sit back and go, you should have been dead a long time ago. I'm in the 6th grade, okay? Teacher doesn't like me because I have a good memory. She puts me in the retarded class just to be a mean teacher. Okay, that's what she does. Then I go to the restroom. There's bullies beating up a retarded kid. I took care of the bullies. Went to the principal's office. He shook my hand, said, thank you. Thank you. I thought I was going to be in trouble. Okay? From there, at the end of the year, the governor of California at the time, guess what? The principal, all the teachers on stage clapping to me. Where's your mommy and daddy? Governor asked. I don't have one of those. See, every recess, every kid basically gathered by me. Because I don't put up with bullies, I just put them in their place. That's just me. I got a plaque. Then I got to go stay after school that day. Luckily I did. I worked at TG&Y. I'm the guy that did the flyers and the cars and stocked the shelves. I'm in the 6th grade. Someone came in and cut everybody's throat and tied them up. I would have been dead. God saved my life again and again. I guess he's got a purpose. We have no excuses. Why did I find myself in a coma in 2004, taking the yacht out with a group of people when everything I touch turns to gold? I guess what God wanted me to rebuild in front of the world. Embarrassing. That's what happened. Embarrassing. I'm in a coma. My tax attorney tricks the wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I'm a donor. A donor? I can hear this. My heart stopped at 5:41, July 5th. I got a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. My wife needs me. Go back. The machine went beep-a-de beep again. My wife, for some reason, wanted me to reach out to my family, who threw me away, didn't give a you-know-what about me. My great-grandmother's Nancy Randall, by the way. Randall Farms. You heard of that place before? They own half of Tucson, Arizona at one time. She got a plaque from the President of the United States of America, 102 years old. Grandma's Florence Bishop. So the bottom line, I reach out. They don't care. They don't give a you-know-what. Then there's a knock on the door. It sucks. My father and mother put a restraining order against me and my wife in 2011 in a gag order. Talk about blankety people. So do yourself a favor. Have no damn excuse. I moved 24 times when I'm 11 and a half years old. I've been shot 3 times, knifed 6 times. I got no damn excuse, neither do you. Get off your assets and go get it. Go get it. My son has saved my life so many times he has no idea. 5 daughters and a boy. But he saves my life all the time. It gives me purpose. My wife, beautiful wife, she wanted to take us to the Huntington Beach house from the hospital. It was closest down Beach Boulevard, Edwards, Private Beach, Portofino Cove. Got some of the houses there too. Which is the garage door. Where's my end zone? Ferrari. Where's my Mercedes? Where's my Lamborghini? I was ordered not to walk, all right, or drive for a year. I got to walk around with an oxygen tank. I go in. There's a man threatening my life. It's my house. Oh, it's my house. I get escorted out of the house. One of the cops' name was Steve. He knew me as Lamborghini, Ferrari guy, and karate guy. We walked through the garage. This is on the floor. My daughter just turned 18. This is her booty. They're in my pocket for one reason. I don't give up. The next thing is they're more important than I am. Find a purpose. Get above yourself and find that damn purpose and knock off your crap and go get it. Man up, woman up. Well, that's up to you. If you can touch, you can kick it. The Guinness Book of Records pissed me off that night. These people are standing here. He comes and says, where's the wires? I just took a jump and I kicked the lights out. Went boom. It's only 13 feet. I was a little pissed off. You can accomplish your goal. Just get out of your own damn way. Oh, there's Grandpa. My grandfather won the Olympics in 1932. This Coach Bishop rolls up at high. I think he looks like Al Capone. What do you think? He didn't care about me either. Choice. If you screw up my program, it's on you. In other words, if you jack up your credit cards or you apply during this program and you crash your rapid rescore, do not blame me. Take your own responsibility if you screw up the program. There's always turds everywhere you go. Always turds. Credit repair is a fraud. It has been. Look at the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's simple. Federal Trade says credit repair is a scam. They indict Daniel from the credit repair cloud. $3 million is going to put him in prison. Okay? So guess what? They're doing a credit repair sweep this year. And all those love you doing credit repair? Wait till they go to prison for lying. All right, might not lead. It's against the rules to lie. But okay, let's play. The book I wrote for the kids. I want you to get a copy for your kids in high school and college for free. Free. You heard free? It's a free download. I want them to know the rules and tools and not screw up like we did. Is that okay? Is that okay? You probably need a copy of it as well because you're lacking some tools and rules. It's a free download. Linktree, DM me, get the number and call and share the live with everybody. I'm the guy that's not full of you know what. And I'm not going to use the F word every other word like Gary Vee does. All right. I like to put him on stage and challenge him and Grant, just have some fun. I don't like circus and clowns. Take a picture. It's a free download to you today. If you get it now. It's winning the credit game. The original book was prove it or remove it. You got choices today. What did you do? Honey, we're going to start a business with our friends and family here in the kitchen. We're going to jack up our cards, drop our score, get stuck, can't get it anymore. We're going to hawk our house, and we're both going to be silly and stupid. That's what you did. Why? Never bring the pain home. Why? The SSN is 1040 tax return. The S is for, it allows you an entity or a person or an employer. It's a universal form. No one explained it to you, huh? Maybe we should explain it to you slowly. 1987, I created the dashboard that allows tax ID for credit reports. I did that while I was training Ken Yarborough. Simple. We play my way. I don't like your way. The NACB certified me. Number one concern worldwide because I created the 29% rule. 29% rule. All cards cannot go past 29% ever. Should be 10 to 25%. That's what I would say to you. You stay in the green. 30% is yellow, 50 is red. These are the cards you need so they don't fluctuate. You brought the pain home. Could you stop it for yourself, please? Could you fire yourself today? Please, please, please. Follow the live. Mike Knight. I haven't heard about you for a long time. All cards fluctuate, but two. Write it down. You keep doing the up and down show. Why? Why? Your lack of knowledge is your what? You fill in the blank. These cards don't fluctuate, and I got him to do POT time 18 years ago. Jack it up. Your score never drops. The silly things online. You can do this, and you need 5 of these cards to get these 5 of this. Stop. Why is this zoo and the circus and the clowns out there going blah, blah, blah? They're not ready for the truth. Are you? Let's see if you can play it my way. What's a corporation again? Wow. Winning the credit game? Did you know you can do 3 divisions of you? Right there, right there. It's right there. S is 5, S is 4. So why don't you have 3 divisions of you? There's your backup. When you fall down, you get back up again and again. So I have my 8, all right, divisions, 8, born on the 8th. 3 closets, no, 5 closets and 3 of me. I get to play. I don't bring the pain. I'm like you. I want you to stop it too. This allows banking and credit purposes per division. Per division. It's about time to play my way for a while. Your problem is, I'm jacked up, Ray. What do I do? Take a picture. Take a picture. I took supply credit and turned it into cash, coming right out of coma to $53,000. So if you have to reduce some debt, you can do it up to about $51,000. Simple. I got the creditors as an affiliate, all right, 18 years ago to add divisions to all cash applications. You cannot find a cash application in the United States of America Incorporated without a division process on it. Learn. Follow through. Again, you can learn to play my way for a while. Analytical 750. All right, I'm sorry, Credit Karma, you're fired. You don't have all 3 agencies. You have no funding to help people for real. Clickety click, blah, blah, blah. Analytical not only calls you every 46 days, their paralegals will basically rebuild you the right way, and they'll tell you what's next. They'll also help you in the dark web because you got to realize LifeLock was indicted 6 times. Last indictment was $100 million. So what do? Let them build you and let them help you with your paralegal team. They'll also help you do Dun & Bradstreet, your Experian, Transfer, and Equifax business reports. Maybe you'll play. You get their new app that's coming out too. Play my way. Collections, there's a way to kill the debt, but you can't rip off your creditor. Is it charged off or not? IRS has a website you can go to as well and get offer and compromise. You can rebuild yourself like Humpty Dumpty. But again, who am I? The Godfather credit, playing the game to win. I like winning the game. Well, again, what happens? They fluctuate. All cards but 2. We can play the game. That's the ultimate goal for all of you. I'd like you to learn Ray's rules and tools. All right. We used to have Ask Ray all the time before LegalZoom got started to see if they can stump me. I was having fun. Okay. Having fun. Isn't that good? We get to play. Here's the house. Husbands and wives, don't you dare buy a house joint. That's the dumbest thing you could ever do. It's escrow closed homestead trust. Escrow closed homestead trust. And the reality is you control the house through the irrevocable trust. In the future, buy the house through the trust, please. But again, protect yourself right now because you didn't set it up the right way. You didn't plan the problem. If you lose the house, one of you or both of you, that's a 1099-C. That's an IRS problem now. You screwed you both up at the same time. Car should be a division, always a division. Can you write down the word or, please? Please, please, please. Or. Okay, or. You're going to use the word or from now on. You never use an and. If you write and, do yourself a favor, scratch it off. I've helped people for 49 years. Someone passes, goes in a better place. Now they can't sign anything. They set themselves for a fall. They set themselves up for probate. The word or, there's no probate. The word and, there always is. If you don't learn to play, that's on you. I'm online 6 days a week to play. You want to play yet? There's that 1099-C from the IRS when you screw up, car or house. We play my way. You buy a car, what did you do? You let them sweat you for 5 hours. What? I need you to understand the car dealerships have this bogus Isaac A report. It's a made-up credit report, by the way. They're going to lie to you. Car dealerships, their cars are marked up 60%, and this is a joke. It's ridiculous. Well, the salesperson, then the sales manager, and the finance manager. 5 hours later, you're sweated. Ay. You gave them permission to run. You created it. Right above your signature, you write down the last one inquiry. You take a picture. You set the tone. You're allowed one inquiry only. See, all those inquiries they give you, they get bonus money. Don't you understand? They're selling you up the river. And do not ever say and answer their question. What payment could you afford? Shut up. Say $100. Make them work it. You gave them the answer. They know how to readjust the numbers to screw you over every time. Cars are marked up 60%. So guess what? You get to play the game. You get to win if you want to play my way. I like goodies. You like goodies? Division process. By the way, my first car was a race car. The next one was a Lamborghini Countach. Why not? I like Lamborghinis. Aren't they fun? The yachts and race boats were divisions. Oh, this one's registered division of a corporation as well. Get to write it off? No, I don't worry about the write-off. I don't care about that. I care about the registered owner. I mean, come on. That car is $10,000 friggin' dollars a month. It's ridiculous. But when you got too much and you're just having fun, why not? What do? The next one. Not mine, but I got the keys. Not mine. This is the division too. We play the twins. I like the twins. So all the goodies were divisions of corporations. Isn't this fun? Even the Harley too. Let's play my way for a while. I don't like your way. Sorry, I never liked your way. If we play, we get to win the game and we get to play. Even the Duffys and everything say the Ray Reynolds University is a marketing tool. Do you know you can even sponsor the Indy 500? Let's see. Sponsor the race car or pay tax. Which one are we going to pick, Mama, Daddy? Oh, goody. I like goodies. Don't you like goodies? We could play, and everything's the division process. I like the American dream. Live on the hill, drive the car of your dream, get a paycheck, break even, and have all the money and millions and billions go to the corporation division process. Why not? But you can learn to play if you want to play. My wife's car at the time, she has her new one coming in soon, but it's not her car. She's a CFO. She had to sign her name 27 times, actually 28. She had to say, I'm a CFO on behalf of Senior Resolution. The car is fleet price, tax ID division. Why'd you want to own a car? You're the rich owner, you're the duck and sheep. That makes no sense. I like cars. He's the guy on the news. Isn't it fun after one of my boot camps? Whee! I want to have fun. You want to have fun? I've helped 50 million people over the last 49 years understand division process. So maybe you'll listen, maybe you'll pay attention today. I hope so. We play my way for a while. As a stunt, I even got trouble for this. I got in trouble all the time. I created $1 million credit for my cat to prove my point. They say cats have 9 lives, let's have 9 divisions. Whee! But they didn't like that. Oh, well, what can I say? All right, Inc. magazine interviews me and says, use plastic to finance your business. Isn't that fun? We get to play my way for a while. Again, what I told you earlier, I want you to do, write a note. I want you to change your driver's license insurance registration to a P.O. box. I don't want it to be your home. That makes no sense. Today, you're going to call the phone number, 888-567-8688. Hopefully you wrote it down. You're going to take all your bills and make them paperless and automatic payment. Paperless automatic payment. You're going to call that number to opt out 5 years or a lifetime to get off the national mailing list. You get junk mail because you're on a mailing list and they sell you every 5 seconds. It's ridiculous. So if you do that, listen carefully, if you do this correctly, paperless automatic payment on your credit cards, you're going to make an extra payment during the month. This way you can become fast pay, quick pay. I designed that too, by the way, just because it's fun. What's the phone number again? It's right in front of you. Why don't you pay attention this time? Write it down. 5 years or up for a lifetime. It's up to you. I'm going to overpackage your life. You're going to hear a lot of things today. But again, can you afford $300 a month? Let's take away your excuses. The excuses. I can't afford. Stop. Do referral base. Knock it off. If you spend $28,000, it's $287. Right here. Could you use that money to get a franchise and an escrow and then now get a paycheck? Oh, you don't get a paycheck. It goes to the corporation. You get the paycheck last, but then your paycheck offsets by your house payment and you break even. Wouldn't that be terrible? So would you invest $1,000 to get $10,000 back? I have been helping people get 10 times their money back for 49 years. So I got no excuses. What's your excuse now? The reality is you have no excuses. We have to analyze you. We got to do a rapid rescore, push your score up and away. And what happens is very simple. We're going to rebuild your credit my way. Our paralegals will help you. We're not going to do credit repair. We're going to rebuild you. You're going to do it people, helping, holding your hand. I'll get you 5,000 to 10,000 credit cards if you allow me to. We're going to put you in a rapid rescore, by the way. That's how it works. You need to be a CFO. Take a picture, scan it. Do that now. You want to start somewhere. All right. The bottom line is you're stuck with me no matter what you do. Isn't that fun? If you have a corporation today, why don't we set up the credit files for your corporation or LLC or LLP? But again, let's give you $25,000 of credit. Isn't that fun? Take a picture, do that too. Why not? You got choices. We got people to help you as well. See, we want to make sure you understand to repackage your life like Humpty Dumpty. You're missing some pieces. If you needed a call with me, I'm usually $5,000 an hour. Isn't that fun? An hour. I've had companies pay me $25,000 a day. So maybe you want a couple of minutes or so. It's up to you. But again, you can DM me, you can share the live with everybody. You can take a picture as well. The goal is we're going to help you if you want us to help you. But again, the Ray Reynolds University, what did we do? What's the goal? Nonprofit. I want nonprofit and profit working in conjunction, by the way. Why? Because it offsets taxes. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. Pay tax, buy a spaceship. Pay tax or have a nonprofit. Huh. Is that why every rich and famous person has a nonprofit organization offset their taxes? I think so. But we can play the game to win if you want to. You're getting grant money now. Grant money everywhere. I tell you to do hospice care, elderly care, transportation. Those 4 categories, that's up to $100,000 a month per category. They did a study and found that these things for nonprofit bring in more than 4 times into McDonald's. Some of you want some grant money. So even the corporation profit nonprofit can get what? All right, cash cards. Remember, I added the division process to all these years ago. Did you know they offer 99 more cards? Would you like 99 or 9? I'd like to get 9, not 99. That's too much. That could be up to $100 million. That's a little too much. It's bad enough you kind of waste money today. Could you imagine $100 million? What would you do with that? You screw it up. 2 cards for you, 2 for the corporations, and daisy chain it. I take cards and I daisy chain it to the divisions all the time. It's fun. Every division has its own credit reports. Isn't that fun to play? Up to $1 million of credit. Let's have fun my way. Now, if you ever want a blueprint loan from American Express, it's right on the dashboard. You can log in. They're going to want 30 transactions, 100,000 in and out of your bank account. You don't have it? I do. We can partner on that too. We can play. We're going to have manageable money, manageable debt, 100,000 of personal credit. All right, $1 million is the corporate credit. Then we're going to leverage money and have more fun, auto income. See, if you don't learn to leverage money, you're never going to make it anyway. Simple. If I take corporate credit, all right, checkbook money, blueprint loan, I buy my fourplex, my apartment complex, my Wendy's, my Jack in the Box. That's income for life, by the way. If you ever need us to help you build credit or structure, you let us know. All right, you can find it in the link tree. You can DM, you can share lives with everybody in the world. You can talk to one of the team members too. You stuck with us because you're stuck with me no matter what you do. I'm online 6 days a week. I'll take away any excuse you got. It's simple. We play the right way. We win the game of business. My first series I put out there in 1976. You're going to need Dun & Bradstreet, so take a picture. All right, for your corporation. That's supply and vendor credit, by the way. Yes, I'm going to throw a lot at you today. I want you to learn how to play and get up to $1 million, all right, through the corporate structure, my way. That'll finance the dream. Structure builds finance, builds streams, and that's up to you too. I like goodies. You like goodies? But again, they all have Ray Reynolds University on the side of the door. They're not mine, they're divisions. Isn't that good? I like that too. So we could play the game to win. On Fridays, I do a 3 o'clock class anyway, showing people how to play. Would you like to join me next week? How about it later today too? We play the game to win. So the Ray Reynolds University, I tell you flat out one thing. Find your me time. You see, I like getting up early since I've done it since I was a little kid. 2:25 was the goal. Now it's 1:45 because I started what? Social media. 7 weeks. How am I doing so far? I got 19,000 followers plus. I'm trying to get to 25,000 by Monday. And then I watch all these circus clowns going blah, 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 and cussing people out. Gary's favorite word is the I can't even listen to it. It's ridiculous. Got a beep, 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 beep. Okay. What does he really teach? But the reality is up to you. I don't want you to be a millionaire. I want your corporation or your LLC to have 9 divisions, 9 locations. I want you to create 100,000 a month. Is that okay? That way it's $1.2 million per year so far. Come on, take a picture. See, this is one still being processed, then I'll change it to someone else. Linda's been a client of mine since 1986. She financed me and spent $2,000, cost her $26 a month. She took the Hyatt Hotel in Texas. Texas, you heard of Texas? The bumper stickers there is don't mess with Texas. Okay. Hyatt Hotel is now becoming the Blueprint apartment named after me. It's a $27 million project. She has 100 days, 100 vets. Okay, get them off the street. What happens is simple. Profit and nonprofit working in conjunction. Don't forget to check the link in the bio for the rest of the day. Okay, they're typing it out for you. Okay. So what do? Blueprint apartments. That's only 27 million. Okay. I like division process. Boring and steady. What I asked you to take a picture earlier today was this. There's your future as far as I'm concerned. That creates $100,000 a month for you. You take the corporate credit. I mean, come on. Can you imagine how much money you kind of wasted away over your years? 25, 50,000, 100,000, whatever. You could have bought a part of a Wendy's restaurant or a Jack in the Box. It's all ran by management company. How about an apartment complex? But it's up to you. We have about $1 billion in escrow going out that we've projected so far. We're going to project about $5 billion this year. That's half the fund to play. But don't forget that too. If you want to play, I'm going to take 3 of you plus me with your line of credit. I build you, and you're going to write a check for $25,000 in an escrow. Yeah, you're going to own a piece. You're going to get a deed of trust. That only gets you $3,200 a month. Okay, sorry. Numbers don't lie, but people do. We can readjust it to get more or less. It's going to be up to us in that group. If we took 50,000 because I need 200,000, that's 3 plus me. There's the 200,000 we need. If I take 75,000, that's 5 plus me. Oh, goody, 7,500 a month. See, what you got to realize is under the corporation structure division, you get to design the income you want in the first place. You design the income. How much would you like to the corporation so you get a paycheck and offset your taxes and break even by house payment? See, you got to learn to do tax balancing. That's how it works. But it's going to be up to you to play my way. Take a picture. That should be your future, by the way. There's your future. That's how it works. Let's play. That's the ultimate goal. That's all we have to do. See, you don't work at the dry cleaners and the laundromats. I got 2 clients. You need a dry cleaner laundromat. No, you don't. Read the damn Frisco book. It's ran by a management company. You're just an investor. You took corporate credit, borrow money, it's not taxable. You bought a piece of something goody. Let the management do their job. That's why they get paid to do their job. Would you like another piece? Another piece. Well, Booger King, ugly, that makes money too. I like ugly. If it makes money, simple. We get to play the game to win. So here I got a client. He's kind of a poop. I lined up 3 locations. I told him to pick one. He bought them all. Okay. I had to fix some things he screwed up too, but there's $63,000 a month earned by management company. All right, the dry cleaner. Oh, how about the laundromat? By the time we're done with the management, $30,000. Oh, how about a Wendy's restaurant? Ooh, that good? How about a gas station with a store? See, your goal is to understand. It's like Robert here. All right, 8 months later, what do you have? $35,000 a month. All right, it took him 4 to 8 months to do this. From there, what do? We get the next one, David. David's aggressive as can be, 96,000, but that took him 8 months. But again, I got Carrie. She's more aggressive than anybody ever saw in my life, besides me. 225 in basically 14 months. So you could design what you want as a corporation as we give you opportunities to invest when I build you the corporate credit. So why would you take from your family in the first place when you never had to? Can you afford $300 a month? I just want to put you in check and take away excuses. I hear excuses all the time. No. You could use the corporate credit to finance the dream and buy a piece of something, even a checkbook. But again, what do? People have excuses. Would you spend $1,000 to get 10 back? Simple. Then you're stuck with me. Today, you can call 800-254-9506. You'll find the number in the link tree as well. My 4 top reps are very simple. You got David, Lawrence, Chris, and George. All right, today, I think everybody there is there but Chris today. So I think you're snowboarding or something today. Let's play. I'm going to create you a way to play the game to win. You might want to get a hold of the Millionaires Founders Kit, by the way, because that's actually going to help you structure what you're trying to do. But again, it's going to be up to you. It's in the link tree, the DME, share the live with everybody, take a picture. We play. The real estate system I created. Why? Homestead blocker, you see someone chat a mortgage and what? The assignment of mortgage. That's a form I liked. because I want to split deed all the units anyway. It creates about 40% more money in 90 days. So you might want the real estate system too in the future. It's up to you as what you want to do to play. But don't worry, every class you're going to be taught by me. You play the game to win. Financial series, buckets of money, tax balance. You become the bank. Okay, let's do that too. Why not? See, become the bank in real estate was sold for $12,000 a set for 32 years at the Bonaventure, even Orange County and Long Beach. You could play if you want to play with me. It's up to you. I still got to blueprint you. I like blueprinting people because I like to get to know people. The office is selling that for $2,000 usually. It's $5,000 normally. But again, if you play with me today, you can do the link tree. You can check it out. You can take a picture and call the specialist. You can do whatever needs to be done if you want me to blueprint you personally. I'm almost sold out anyway. So the reality is usually in the January, I get sold out for the year because that's half the fun. All right. I'm going to tell you what to do. That is going to be daily, weekly, monthly goal list. I'm going to rewrite your list for you. Is that okay? All right. You're going to become a puppet master. What does that mean? You're going to have your house payment offset your taxes and your paycheck. Your paycheck is your lifestyle. Lifestyle's paycheck. All money comes into corporation structure, LLC, LLP, whatever you got. We'll structure that with division process so you can win the game and play. The entity, you'll be 4A. I'll be 4. We'll have a B and a C and a D and an F since 1987. Got it so far? You get a deed of trust. You own a piece. No one can take it away. No one can hurt you. But if you play with me for 90 days, it's simple. I'd like to build you 100,000 of personal and business if you allow me to. All right, 200,000 credit. That's what I like. 18 books, CDs, and 18 divisions. The office sells that usually up to about $30,000. It's expensive. But again, today, if you play with me, you can do it basically. Take a picture, scan it, get the link tree, get the DM, share the live with everybody, talk to a specialist. Because our goal is to help you if you want help. Now, if you play with me for a year, we looked at the calendar this morning, only 3 openings anyway. I think one already is gone. I do 4 coaching calls a day. I broadcast at 3:15 in the morning and in the afternoon as well, every day, Monday through Friday, and all day Saturday. I want to change lives. That's what I do all the time. 200,000 of credit. Blueprint call, 12 months with me. Every 3 weeks, I'm on the phone with you. But again, as you play the game, the office usually sells for about $30,000. We get to have fun. Play my way. Take a picture, scan it. You can look at the link tree. You can DM me. You can share the live with everybody. That's the goal. We could change our lives if we want to, but it's going to be up to you. I can only show you different ways you can get into certain programs and take away excuses, but it's going to be up to you. If you look at the American Express Gold and Platinum, they offer you a blueprint loan. Okay, blueprint loan, a blueprint what? Huh? All right, the blueprint of success. I call it a dummy card. They call it dummy code. They offer 99 cards. 99, that's really ridiculous, but I want you 9. Okay, what if we get the 90? No, we want 9. So write down 9. That's all we want. And what do? We can use this money to get into a franchise. That would be the goal. If you have 100,000 in and out of the bank account and 30 transactions, you're up to the 250. If not, I have a program you can do that with my accounts for you. Okay? We're going to take away excuses. Okay? We're going to get you where you need to go as fast as you want to, as slow as you want to, a little piece at a time. It's up to you. You can become an affiliate and get people all the classes all day, and they can play, and you get 10% back to you. Simple. We're going to look behind the curtain every time. We're going to basically stay safe and strong and do our best. Let Jesus do the rest. Amen to that too. It's simple. So today I'm thankful you showed up. Thank you for being here today. You're at the goal setting. There's a lot of things to throw at you at one time in a 2-hour span. But I want you to hear again and again. And when you're stuck with me, I'm up the line 6 days a week to help people and answer their questions. Any program you got in my companies, you get stuck with me every time. I want to read you the book. I want to show you how to play the game. I'd tell you to call 800-254-9506 or DM me and share the live with everybody. But it's up to you, the ultimate goal. Now, we're going to take about a 10-minute break. And if you're in coaching, that means you're going to go to the nonprofit class. If you're not in coaching, all right, we're going to part ways now because our next class is going to be nonprofit, their specialty today, then level 1, 2, and 3. So if you're not a client yet, you might want to be a client right away and DM me, share the live with everybody, and let's learn to play my way for a while. I will change your life if you want me to. So do your best. Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.